Ayan, hello. Good afternoon. It's 4:31 p.m. here in Tagaytay City. Ayan. Gusto ko lang gumawa ng video. Actually, just to give you context lang kung bakit ko ginagawa to. Una, as a part of my video journal in creating my documentary, also pagsusulat, no, and also it's binibigyan din ako ng time nito para i-collect yung thoughts ko, and also kung naman yung ginagawa ko ngayon, no, as part of my creative pursuits, no. And gusto ko lang gumawa ng video just to share this book I'm reading right now. Nabasa ko na siya last year, pero binasa ko lang siya. Wala lang, parang gusto ko lang, alam mo yun, since I read books before, no, I haven't put much thought dun sa pagbabasa ko. Pero ngayon, iba na, since I annotate books right now para yung mga binabasa kong libro, para lang ma-dissect ko lang yung gustong sabihin ng libro yan, manamnam ko lang ng ayos, no? So, ang binabasa ko ngayong libro is again, nabasa ko na siya, is Giovanni's Room. Yan. Giovanni's Room from James Baldwin, one of geniuses, no, in terms of this sa field of art form na to, sa art form na which is writing. Marami pa siyang ginawang libro, pero ito yung kumbaga naging introduction ko sa kanya, since ayun nga, kumbaga naririnig ko na yung libro na yung Giovanni's Room, pero wala lang lakas sa loob na hanapin siya sa internet, no, kaya bumili talaga ng hard copy nito. Ayun, actually, ayun nga, nasa part 2 na ako dito, di ko lang natanggal yung bunny ears. Anyway, may mga nasulat ako dito. Just want to share my thoughts about the book, especially dun sa chapter 1, no? So chapter 1, siguro kung sisipagin ako, magiging full series siya about sa libro na binabasa ko. And ayun, just to apply it as much as possible sa creative life ko, no. Ngayon, part 1, let's start with the book itself, no. So basically, Giovanni's Room is an exploration of desires, no, and not yun yung at face value, ganun siya, no. Basically, it's a gay book, you know. Ang kwento dito is yung lalaki, yung main character, na in love sa isang bartender pangalan Giovanni, and they had a brief but impactful relationship, no. Kasi bakit brief, no? Kasi si Giovanni ay mamamatay, no, papatayin siya. So hindi ko na lang sabihin, so we'll learn it along the way, yung libro na yan. Pero basically yun yung point ng libro na ito. So exploration ng sexuality, oneself, and kung paano niya unti-unti tinatanggap yung kung ano siya, no, at kung paano siya napunta dun sa point na yung mga decisions niya, yung mga sinasabi niya. So basically, yun nga, again, it's an exploration of oneself. Ayun. So again, yung main character, pangalan David, napansin ko lang sa kanya, no, also kay kung paano lang yung writing style lang din ni James Baldwin is napaka-observant niya, no. So since matalino nga siya, si James Baldwin, marami siyang gumagawa rin siya ng mga essays, at the same time mga commentary regarding sa estado ng Amerika noon, no. So hindi lang just for further notice, si James Baldwin ay black. So, black American siya. So, he's an African American. Ayan, so marami siyang mga insights, no, na o kaya sabihin natin mga experiences while writing this book, as sabi nga natin hindi kaaya-aya sa mata ng o kaya sa morals and values ng mga panahon na yun, no. So since ang America is pretty racist, no, pero well, until now hanggang ngayon naman no, very racist sila, and tsaka medyo iba yung thinking nila doon sa, alam mo, iba yung stance nila about, o yung voices ng tao about the sexuality part, since hindi pa naman accepted yung mga gays, no. Pero accepted ang pursuit of knowledge. Yun yung na parang kumbaga yung wala before, no, ay yung wala ngayon na meron dati, no. So, people are much bolder before, no, in terms of kung ano man yung gusto nilang aralin. And tulad ngayon, yung pagbabasa ng libro, no, hindi, siguro may part na wala pa kasi masyadong, like, wala namang cellphone noon, wala namang social media before, no, kaya and walang internet and all. So ang source of knowledge mo lang talaga, it's either from other people or the library, no, or the books that you read, no. And ayun, si James Baldwin is one of that kind of person na medyo, sabi natin, mga punk rockers of that time, since medyo against the grain yung kanyang approach or ang kanyang lifestyle, no. So bading ka na nga, gay ka, tapos black ka pa, no, san ka pa? So ayun, again, is very knowledgeable, genius, no, eloquent, no, which is hard to find these days, no, since kahit ako, sarili ko, hindi rin ako eloquent, no, inaamin ko. Nagkakaroon din ako, I stumble through words then, wait na. Ayun, I stumble through words then, tulad nito habang nagsasalita ako. Ayun, nagre-reflect yun do sa character niya. Pero ang problema kay David, si David, ang character ni James Baldwin is very different from him, no? Iba kasi, di ba, mga writers na as much as possible nakaka-relate sila dun sa in terms of the physical, like, aspect ng characters nila, may resemblance, no? Pero siguro kay James Baldwin, mahilig siya magsulat in a white person, no? So kumbaga para siyang nagbabalat kayo, no? So si David kasi white person. So meron lang akong babasahin na isang nabasa ko ito, dito sa first chapters ng sa first paragraph ng chapter 1. Sige. Sabi dito, my reflection is tall, perhaps rather like an arrow. My blonde hair gleams. My face is like a face you have seen many times. My ancestors conquered the continent, pushing across death-laden plains, until they came to an ocean which faced away from Europe into a darker past. No? So makita natin that kung paano niya in-explain, kung paano niya dinescribe yung character ni David, no? Like, kung paano dinescribe din ni David yung sarili niya, no? So very ewan ko, parang ano ba to? Yung ang tawag dito? Parang commentary or kung ano, what do he thinks about the white people, no, mga Caucasians at that time na privilege, no. Pero yun nga, again, yun yung character ni David. At the same time, si James Baldwin, just to give you context lang din, para lang maintindihan din natin yung libro, no. Tsaka kung saan siya nanggagaling, no, si David si James Baldwin, at yung mga mangyayari dito sa libro na to. Si James Baldwin kasi lumaki siya sa isang preacher family. Yung tatay niya preacher sa isang Christian church, may sarili silang church, no? So or pastor yung tatay niya, no? So basically, sabi nga, meron nga ditong sa introduction ng page, no, just to explain kung anong klaseng tao si James Baldwin. Sabi ng writer dito nung nagsulat ng introduction is yung libro lang daw na dinala ni James Baldwin nung siya ay pumunta ng nag-ibang bansa is Shakespeare, isang, I don't know anong Shakespeare, anong libro ng anong play ng Shakespeare, but Shakespeare tsaka Bible, no? So makikita natin na may Christian undertones yung kanyang mga writing, as well as values, no, na hindi naman na hindi naman sa niyuyurak, no, kaya minamak, no, yung Christian values, but ang ginagawa niya, china-challenge niya, no, china-challenge niya yung Christian morals, no, and values. And that's what I like about James Baldwin, and also sa libro na to, kasi me personally, from a Christian perspective, or a Christian na ewan ko, it's good na, pero it's good, no, na magkaroon ka ng idea of it, no. Maganda yan, no, to have a stance, a Christian stance, no, to understand your standpoint as a Christian, but also hindi lang yun but to challenge it, no, kasi doon mo may experience yung faith mo, hindi naman yung ganito yung nangyari sa akin, o kaya itong nangyayari sa akin mali to, ganyan, hindi to nakaayon sa akin, nagkasala ako. Hindi naman ganoon ang mundo, that doesn't work that way, no. Yes, totoo na mali, pero na kumbaga, the world is very complicated, no, but at the same brutal, and at the same time it's very simple, no. I know I'm nagiging ironic, no, nagiging contradicting yung mga sinasabi ko, pero ganun ko siya na expound, no. Pero siguro mali ako, no, pero along the way I hope na magbago at alam mo yun, lumawak yung pagkakaalam ko. Syempre hindi ko naman pwedeng sabihin sa inyo, no? Kaya dito sa kung sino man yung nanonood na alam ko na lahat yan, no, na perfect, na yari, but just like a vagabond, no, or a vagrant, no, I'm also yearning for knowledge, I'm yearning for wisdom, and that's why I'm doing all these things, no, not just for creative pursuits, but also to, just like James Baldwin, no, to learn more about myself, learn about my faith, no? So again, we're getting sidetracked sa natin. Again, yun yung basically that kung anong klaseng tao si James Baldwin. Yan. Despite his eloquence, pero ito yung despite sa eloquence ni David, he is incapable of love due to him not knowing himself, no. So ito yung conundrum ngayon. Si David, meron siyang fiancé. Yung fiancé niya pangalan Hela. She loved the idea of Hela. How do I say, paano ko nasabi to? Kasi meron dito sa part ng libro na kung paano niya nakilala si Hela sa isang party, and nakita niya na ganito siya kaganda, and kung paano siya tumayo, paano siya tumindig, no. He loved the idea of Hela, but to the point na yun nga, andyan na, ito na yung real deal, nasa yun na si Hela, nasa kanya na, magpapakasal na sila. Na-realize niya that point, hindi niya pala talaga tuluyang mahal at kilala yung fiancé niya. At yun yung mahirap, yun yung sabihin natin na yung problema kung saan hindi lang yun hindi doon nagmumula, kundi yun yung manifestations ng ng problema ni David, which is hindi niya talaga tuloy yung kilala yung sarili niya. So doon mo malalaman din na you truly you haven't liked or loved someone if you haven't loved yourself, no? If you didn't love yourself, no? Kung hindi mo alam kung paano tumanggap, no, muna sa sarili mo ng pagmamahal na yun, kasi hindi mo nga alam no, what makes you laugh, what makes you love, no, what makes you everything. Kumbaga sumusunod lang siya sa kung ano yung sinabi sa kanya ng mundo, no. Basically that's how David react, no, kung anong klaseng tao si David, no. Hela is sabi nga, Hela living ayan so yeah, binabasa ko kasi yung notes ko. So Hela living is symbolic, o so ang pag-alis ni Hela is symbolic as he was going through a phase of figuring out what he wants in his situation. You know, he knows he loves someone else and that is certainly not Hela, no. So and dito pa lalong nagkaroon ng problema, no. So si David kasi, no, before niya makilala si Hela, no, yung actually yung chapter 1 bumalik to dun sa nagkaroon ng flashback, no, bago niya nakilala si Giovanni, no. At paano bago sila nagkaroon ng mga adventures, no. Inexplain muna through his early life kung anong klaseng tao siya at ano yung mga moments na naka-affect, no, sa kung anong klaseng tao siya ngayon, no. And si Hela, hindi siya yung first love ni David, no. Kasi si David nagkaroon ng homosexual relationship sa isang lalaki pangalan Joey, no. And si Joey, just like him, confused, no. May nangyari sa kanila, pero pareho nilang ayaw aminin sa sarili nila kung ano yung nangyari. Ayaw nilang tanggapin, no. Kasi nga, given the stigma and all, and also, ano nga sabihin ng mga magulang nila, no. At kung sige, sabihin natin na inamin nila na pinustro nila yung relationship, yung love nila, no. Kung papakinggan mo o kung i-expound mo pa ulit, hindi mo naman alam talaga kung love yun nangyari, no. Maybe curiosity, no. And kung mag-work man, sabihin natin, sige, nagkaisa sila na mag-work to, na kailangan na gagawin nila lahat para mag-work yung kanilang quote-unquote pagmamahalan. Paano? 'Di ba? Bata pa lang sila, hindi nila alam. Kaya natakot sila. And eventually hiwalay din sila ng landas, no. And going back to Giovanni, no, his lover. Mayroon akong nakita rito kasi since si Giovanni ay sabi nga natin mamamatay siya sa dulo, no. Alam naman natin na si Giovanni ay hindi sa kwento na ito hindi magtatagal, no, kasi eventually he will be executed, no. And we'll learn more about that part, no, as we go along the book, no. Pero na-realize ko lang, is it the fact that Giovanni is going to be executed, that's why David loves him? Or is it because he really loves him genuinely, no? Remember, David does not know how to truly love someone, no? Maybe the idea of Giovanni, the volatile love, no, the expiring love thrills David, no? Most likely, we don't know. Siguro kaya siya nagkakaroon ng, sabi natin, ng spark, nagkakaroon ng this energy na kailangan niyang i-pursue si Giovanni, o kaya bakit parang first time in his life is parang nagkaroon siya ng ng naramdaman niya to na hindi niya naramdaman kay Hela. Siguro dahil alam niya, no, na after this, no, na wala nang susunod, no. Kumbaga, unang-una sa lahat, natuldukan na yung kwento ni Giovanni, no, kasi alam naman niya na mamamatay rin siya, eh, no. So, is that love? No, yun yung mga questions na kailangan natin itanong, eh, no. And later i-apply natin. We'll try to apply it, no. Or I'll try to apply it, no, sa buhay ko. And most probably siguro sa inyo, no, na nanonood nito. So, David doesn't have a great family to begin with, no. So, he lived with his father, no, and his aunt, pangalan niya is Ellen, no. And ayun nga, nakita natin kung paano yung dynamic dito sa chapter 1, yung dynamics ng family dynamics nila, no. Nakita natin na si David ay yung tatay niya, no, yung pag-usapan natin yung tatay niya, machismo, no. So after mamatay nung nanay ni David, no, yung tatay niya, kumbaga parang sabihin natin nagbago, no, or siguro parang nakawala lang din. Parang gano'n na nangyari, nakawala lang din siya sa kawalan niya. Anyway, si David, yung tatay niya is not a very great role model, no, sa kanya. And sabi nga, as much as possible, hinihiwalay din nung tatay niya yung relationship nila. Si David naghahanap ng father figure, pero yung tatay niya parang hindi napupunuan yung pagiging tatay niya. Unless na kailangan na. Kasi nangyari dito, na-aksidente siya. Si David, na-aksidente siya along with other friends. Nagkakaroon sila ng car accident. Then yung nakita niya na napuruhan si David, ganyan-ganyan. Natakot yung tatay niya. Question ng tatay niya yung sarili niya. And also, para matanggal din yung guilt, no, sa point sa buhay magtanggal din yung guilt na nararamdaman niya kay David, kasi syempre yung dynamics kasi rin ng aunt niya, nung kapatid nung tatay niya, parang nag-aaway sila palagi, no. Yung aunt niya, yung si Aunt Ellen niya, parang this hyper feminist na babae, no, hyper feminine na naka red lipstick na ganyan, naka too tight nga doon na damit, no. And laging may hawak na alak, no. Laging kinikriticize yung tatay niya na kailan ka magtitino, no? Kailan ka magiging tatay kay David, no? Yun yung laging inaano niya dun sa tatay. Pero let me fix that for now. Yan. Okay. No? Kailan ka magiging tatay kay David, no? And ayun nga, lagi ang sagot ng tatay niya na hindi mo naman anak yan, eh, no? Ako bahala dyan, no? Pero yun nga, going back, no, dun sa point na para matanggal yung guilt ng tatay ni David, ang ginawa niya, tinanong niya anak niya, no, hindi ko naman to, 'di ba? Hindi ko naman tinuro sa iyo to, ganyan. 'Di ba? 'Di ba? Naging mabuting tatay naman ako sa iyo, 'di ba? Parang ganon, no. So, syempre si David being a kid, no, and during that time kasi pag mga nasa adolescent stage ka, wala ka kasing feeling mo wala kang boses, eh, no, since you're going through these notions, no, na yung tatay mo ay ganyan at ikaw naman nasa phase ka ng buhay mo kung saan you want to be independent, no. Well, basically David is just confused, no, yung mga panahon na yan. So nagpagulo pa doon sa kanyang buhay, no, sa kanyang decision making, no, and also yung growth niya is yung family niya, no. So doon na talaga natin makikita that family really matters, no, sa buhay ng isang bata o sa isang tao, no. So yun pa lang, no, basically yun yung the whole kumbaga summary ng part 1 ng chapter 1. It shows the early life ni David, also yung inintroduce din dun yung conundrum, no, yung issue, no, at kung anong klaseng tao si David. So just to connect this in my life, no, so nakaka-relate ako kay David, hindi do sa point na meron siyang na gay siya, no, so don't worry, I'm not gay. Pero ang nakakaano lang yung knowing oneself, no. Ang ganda nga nung ganda nga nung may isang quote, no, dito, no, sa umpisa ng libro. I am the man, I suffered, I was there, no. And how nice it is, no, to say that, to say those things, no, and to be there, to be a person, to know that you're a man, that you're the man, and you suffered, no, and you were there, no, while those things are happening in your life, no. How nice it is to be that kind of person, no, to say those things, no? So ayun lang, for the most part, people tend to avoid suffering, to avoid challenges, no. We always say na gusto ko ng knowledge, gusto ko ng ganyan. Totoo yun eh. Pero pag binibigyan naman tayo ng mga life, mga moments sa buhay natin na binibigyan tayo ng chance to suffer and to reap the consequences of our actions, parang hindi natin kinakaya, no. Sinisisi pa natin yung Panginoon, sinisisi natin yung kung sino man ang kailangan sisihin, yung ibang tao, the universe, even I don't know kung ano man, no. Pero 'di ba, yun yung gusto, 'di ba yun yung gusto mo? 'Di ba yun yung gusto natin? Pero in order for us to know ourselves, we should embrace life, embrace suffering, embrace challenges, embrace the chaos, you know. Meron nga ako nakita a very funny na quote, no, sa parang yan, like, I accept kasi ano naman magagawa ko, parang ganon. Wala naman akong choice kundi tanggapin yun, parang ganon. Accepting this because what the hell can I do about it, parang ganon. So again, for the most part, people who prevent, I don't know if that's the right term, o yung mga tinatakbuhan yung challenges, yung suffering, yung iniiyakan yung suffering, o yung people who are relieved na natapos na yung suffering. Can you really say in front of yourself sa salamin that natuto ka, no, na nakilala mo yung sarili mo after those things? Parang ang hirap, no. As much I'm not saying also na maging masochist ka, no, o kaya na maging na magkaroon ka ng pleasure sa suffering or what, no, very weird shit, no. Pero hindi, ang gusto ko lang sabihin is to embrace, nakasama to sa buhay, no. Kung meron mang ups and downs, like, kung may ups man, may downs, no, kung may neutrality man, may neutrality, may calm, pero also may storm din na darating, no. And kailangan handa ka kailangan makilala mo yung sarili mo, hindi lang dun sa mga aspects na masaya ka, but also dun sa kung anong klaseng tao ka kapag dumadanas ka ng suffering. And just like David, no, Hindi lang to the issue about sexuality, no? Nakita natin dun sa buhay niya na uh, m- most of the time, no, most of his childhood, he's running away dun sa mga bagay na kung ano talaga siya, no? And sabi nga, you can only run away, no, so ng ganitong extended period, pero pero eventually ko ay um, magka-catch up din sa iyo, no. So yun lang, so far yun pa lang yung chapter 1 ng or the part chapter 1 of part 1 chapter 1 ng Giovanni's Room, no. So I hope to make it a series of a book summary and analysis, no, ng libro na to, and also samahan niyo rin ako magbasa, no. And it's good for the soul, good for the eyes, good for the brain, everything, no, and for your creative pursuits. Again, I'm currently writing ng mga scripts and also yung mga sequences ng documentary ko. Pero as much as possible, ginagawa ko sa siyang gusto ko siyang gawing tawag la dito, parang shotgun documentary kung saan on the fly mag-shoot, no. Pero kailangan ko pa rin talaga ng format, no, or ng unang order doon, since ayun nga, kung walang ganun maguguluhan ako. So yun lang. I hope that everything went I hope everything is good, and Happy New Year.